And so I believe that's kind of where the term house music came from. I can't be sure. I know Frankie Knuckles was DJing in New York with Larry Levan at the time, and so Frankie was part of that scene, and so maybe he had a hand in making it called house music. Not sure. I know our big DJ at the time was Sam Chapman, Farley Funkin' Keith, and a few others at the Burning Spear, Happy Medium, Dingbats, stuff like that. And so those were some of our biggest DJs, and they weren't big, widely known DJs, but Farley was playing a lot of dance music. Farley didn't play a lot of slow songs, and he was just known as this DJ who would DJ high school parties, and he would play this dance music. And it was really cool music. He knew how to mix it well. He knew what to put on next, and he had a certain sound that Chicago liked. And so when the club opened back in 1982, the Playground, which I was too young to go to at the time, but finally I snuck in. No, it wasn't so much I was too young to go, I couldn't get out the house. I was living with my aunt, and she wouldn't let me go out that late. But I was 18 at the time, and it was an 18 and over club. And so finally my friend Joe Reba Moore said, hey, go check out the Playground. You like dance music, go to that place. 1347 South Michigan, right in the South Loop of Chicago. So I went there one night, me and my friend Derek Mitchell. Friday night, 8 o'clock at night. It was an early club. 18, you had to be 18 years old, and only $5 to get in. They'd sell some pop and some chips there. And we heard Farley on the tables. It was like, man, this guy is good. In fact, there was a whole Hot Mix 5 there. That was a big group in Chicago, 5 DJs, the Hot Mix 5, and all of them would take turns. You know, Farley was the main one, but they would have special nights where they'd take turns. They would even have a night where they invited Ron Hardy, and that was crazy when Ron Hardy came in. And so the Playground was a place where all the young people came to, and slowly the music started becoming more based in Chicago artists. I mean, it's still a lot of Euro music. I mean, you had Dirty Talk, you had just all kind of stuff. I mean, there was so many songs that came from overseas that were just amazing. I'm Hungry, you had Line with Angel Eyes. I mean, these songs were amazing. You had Walk the Night by the Scat Brothers. And so these songs were absolutely amazing. And the Playground was like one of the first clubs. Of course, there was the Warehouse, which there I was too young to go, because the Warehouse was around 2 years or so before the Playground, so I was only 16 then. I couldn't go there. And I didn't hear about the Warehouse till later on down the road, the Power Plant. Well, the Warehouse was gone when I got old enough. The Power Plant was around. The Power Plant was nuts. So was the music, but it was nuts. And they had a big gay crowd there, as well as a straight crowd. It was one of the only clubs I've seen in my lifetime where gays and straights partied together, and there wasn't no homophobia, nobody was fighting. You know, it was people dissing each other on the sidelines, you know, snapping and talking about each other's clothes a little bit. But mostly it was about the music. You don't find clubs now where you have that perfect medium of gay and straight partying together. I mean, these were tough black kids from the South Side partying with gay black kids from the South Side, and from the North Side, and from the West Side. And it was all cool. You know, we were just kids trying to save our money to get on a train to go to a party. We didn't have money. Most of us was in high school. We didn't have jobs. And some of us had just graduated. We didn't have a direction for our future. We saved whatever money we could, get $5, get $1.50 to get on the train, and $1.50 to get home. We didn't have money for food. We just wanted to dance. The music was bringing us there. And the music was slowly turning into what became Chicago house music. It started off with a lot of disco, a lot of imports, a lot of Italian disco, a lot of Euro disco, beautiful stuff. Stuff that I still play today, stuff that you still hear on YouTube today. And it slowly became just a wonderful thing. But yeah, we were just kids who wanted to have fun. You know, there was nobody shooting anybody. There was a few fights, but the fight would be over. There wasn't no people attacking each other real crazy, but people would have some fights, and you know, it wouldn't take long. But we were just kids who wanted to party, and Chicago gave us that medium. The L trains were our transportation. We didn't wear a lot of mohawks back then. Only a few wore mohawks, like the Spy Guys. They was like our real punk rock influence. The 3 guys that hung out, Jackie, Sonny, and Tyrone. They were the Spy Guys, and so they were the true influence of punk rock for us. But we were in the way. We did the safety pins, the ripped T-shirts, the old men jackets, the checkered sunglasses, the checkered shoes. You know, the ripped shirts, all of that kind of stuff. The boots, you know, the suede boots. And so that was our new wave influence. And we couldn't afford half that stuff. We made it at home. You know, we take our mother's safety pins and take some scissors and rip our jeans and stuff like that. And so that was our thing. We couldn't afford it, but we made it. And we were this Chicago movement of punk rock, new wave, You know, you're talking about the early 80s here, a very punk rock new wave influence, and it was cool. You know, we weren't Studio 54 or anything like that, but we had a lot of nice clubs here, and the Playground was one of the first ones.